on their years here at Holliston High.
Welcome to senior night here at Holliston Panther Football Nation. Got the cheer seniors and the seniors of the football team. Going to be celebrated here out on the brand new Kamitian field turf.
We're going to begin with the cheerleaders, the cheer captain, Maddie Kinder.
First up, cheer captain Maddie Kinder, mom Jessica, brother Jack, and grandparents Mandy and Will.
Congratulations. Next up, Jessica Smith.
Captain Jessica Smith with her parents Jason and Stephanie. Sister Samantha.
Will also be going out with her staff. Congratulations to the Smith family. And our third senior cheerleader is Amberly Holden.
Next up, Amberly Holden. Her father Seth, aunts Leslie, Tracy, and Jen.
Leslie, Tracy, and Jen are also here to greet her. Congratulations to them and to all the cheer squad for an outstanding year. Now on to the football team. Big number 70 is Robert Payne. Captain Robert
First
Payne.
up, number 70, Robert Payne.
He'll be met by his parents, Donald and Peggy.
His parents, Donald and Peggy.
Julian.
Sibling Max.
Nephew, Ruby,
Julian and Tracy.
Steve Ham,
Niece
who we understand
and nephew Ruby and Mason. And Uncle Steve Ham, who flew in all the way from Las Vegas.
By the way, Robert, that's about the limit on number of people you can have out there. Next up is big number 74, Patrick Griffin.
Number 74, Patrick Griffin's up next. His parents, Joe Allen, and sibling Owen and Mary.
Siblings Owen and Mary will also be greeting him. Congratulations, Patrick, on a great year. Number 72 is Brennan Ibbotson. Another captain.
Next up, number 72, Brennan Ibbotson. His parents, Stephen and Christina.
Aiden, his brother, is here.
Brother Aiden and grandfather Donald.
And it looks like Dylan made it. Remember Dylan,
And brother Dylan Ibbotson.
in his own right, just rushed in for the ceremony. Chris Del Ponte is another of the captains.
Next up, number 10, Captain Chris Del Ponte.
Parents are Stephen and Christina.
Parents Bob and Tracy.
And his grandfather Donald also here to say hello. Chris, of course, has been out injured, but it has not affected his leadership at all. We hear it from the players, believe me. Next up, 5'7", Jack Littlejohn.
Number 57 is up next, Jack Littlejohn.
Jack will be greeted by his parents.
Parents Eric and Susie, and brother Henry.
Our next senior, Derek D'Angelo.
Next up, number 27, Derek D'Angelo.
2'7", Gary and Christina. His
Parents Gary and Christina.
Robert,
Grandparents Robert,
I, and Mona.
Honorai, and Mona.
Next up, Danny Nash.
Number 5, Danny Nash. Parents Dan and Kathy.
Danny, obviously, his senior year, uninjured, and we really have missed him. Just ask the coaches. His parents are Dan and Kathy. A long line of Nash fabric throughout the Holliston High School football community for the past few years. Congratulations, Danny. Next, Dominic Moreno.
Next up, 29, Dominic Moreno. Parents Jay and Sandy Moreno and brother Leo.
Leo, who we hear is already in the farm system. Congratulations to the Morenos. Number 2 is Rohith Ramanathan.
Next up, number 2, Rohith Ramanathan. His parents Ram and Chital, brother Vishal and Hanrini, a family friend.
Here for this occasion. Poor Nick Cotting is out there just all by himself, just like he'd be if he were kicking the extra point. All the pressure's on him. Nick Cotting.
Next up, number 23, Nick Cotting. His parents, Bob and Meg, and brother Braden.
Here, as we all know, Bob and Meg are his parents and brother Braden. Here to greet Nick. Those are your seniors, class of 2022. Let's hear it for all of them.
Big cheer for all the seniors of the class of 2022.
Congratulations to everyone.
We'll be back with the game in just a moment. Hello and welcome to Kamitian Field in Holliston, Massachusetts on Friday, October 29th for SportView's award-winning production of Holliston Panther Football 2021. It's found only on HCAT TV. Tonight, the Panthers host the Hopkinton Hillers on senior night. My name is Tom Emmons, and alongside is my co-host, the legend, Jay Wyman. Jay, both of these teams are coming off wins last week. What do you expect to see from the Panthers against the Hillers tonight?
Well, if the Panthers play the way they played last week, Tom, they're going to be in pretty good shape. Last week there was a lot of fireworks offensively, but I just want to take a minute and talk about the defense last week. The defense was absolutely suffocating and dominating, and they played very aggressively, very tough, and they tackled very well. If they do that tonight, there's a very good chance that they can beat this team from Hopkinton. But they're going to have to do it because Hopkinton knows that they have a chance against Holliston too, and they're going to come out and play as hard as they can.
The Panthers come into this game with a record of 2-5 on the season. Their head coach is Todd Kiley in his 19th season with the Panthers. His record's 153 wins against 52 losses. The Hopkinton Hillers have a record of 3-4, and Mark Sandborg is in his first season with the Hillers. Coach Kiley has a record of 79-23 here at Kamitian Field.
Well, you know, Tom, from the Time Passes On department, we were talking a little bit earlier about Coach Sanborn. We did some of his games when he played for the Hillers.
Right. I think back in the 2000s, if I remember right.
Yeah. And I do remember him being a heck of an athlete. I mean, he was really good. He came in here with when we played them. He had a lot of notoriety for being a really good receiver.
Captain's going out for the coin toss. Number 70, Robert Payne. Number 10, Chris Del Ponte. Number 72, Brennan Ibbotson. And number 74, Patrick Griffin.
We're going to have the toss of the coin.
We have a very special guest joining us tonight for the coin toss. It's Coach Kiley's football coach, Coach Bob Bradford. Coach Bradford's a Holliston coaching legend, Tom, and he coached our Panthers from 1983 to 1989, coaching his team to 2 Super Bowl appearances, winning 1 Super Bowl title in 1985. You know, he impacted the lives of, in his time here at Holliston, as a phenomenal teacher, assistant coach, and a head coach. And Coach Bradford and his late wife, Joni, raised their family in the town of Holliston. They call Holliston home for almost 15 years. And so I think we ought to welcome him to Holliston, welcome him tonight, and
welcome him back.
Welcome him back.
He was a long-time assistant coach here at Holliston, going back to Tom Cato years.
Was he an assistant when you were playing? Or?
He was an assistant when I was there back in 1973 and 74, you know, all the way up through the 80s. And also a long-time teacher in the Holliston school system, like you said.
Well, he was a great one, you know, and we've been blessed to have some really great coaches in this town, great football coaches, and he's one of them.
So Holliston will receive the opening kick, and we'll be back with the opening kickoff in just a moment.
Rise as we honor America with the Holliston High School band led again tonight by John Billano.
And now Los with the pregame lowdown.
Thanks, Tom. This is a rekindling of a very old TVL rivalry. 71st meeting between the Hillers and the Panthers. It goes all the way back to October 4th, 1897, their first encounter when Hopkinton came away with a 14-0 win over Holliston. Historical record, actually Holliston leads the series 41 wins, 28 losses with one tie in there. And Hopkinton hasn't won a game in the series going back since 2017. So we'll see if the Panthers can keep that winning streak alive against the Hillers tonight. The temperature on the field is very chilly, 49 degrees with partly cloudy weather. The weather has definitely turned over the last week or so. It's starting to get really chilly.
Thank you, Los. Love seeing the Panthers in these black uniforms, Jay.
I absolutely love these black uniforms, and I remember the year Hopkinton came in here totally undefeated, and they thought they were going to take care of Holliston, and they actually came to in front of the fans, and the football players did, and yelling and screaming and everything.
Well,
and all of a sudden,
the Panthers warmed up in their red home jerseys.
All of a sudden, we looked down and I said, "What's going on?" And they came in, and they had these black jerseys on, and they proceeded to really put a licking on Hopkinton that year, and Hopkinton really hasn't.
That's been the history
shouting
of
about it too much. I love these black uniforms.
We got to keep track of their record in black uniforms. Yeah. Hey, Ken Dunn. Here's the kick. Taken by Cooper Olson at the 20. Breaks a tackle. Pushes forward across the 30-yard line. And that's where the Panthers will start 1st and 10 tonight.
Well, I think the reason they're wearing these uniforms is because this is for me, in my failing eyesight, this is the best numbers on the white numbers on the black. It's a big numbers. It's a big help for me. Nice run back there by Cooper Olson.
Well, it's going to be a challenge tonight for the front five for the Panthers to establish this game. TJ Kiley starts at the quarterback spot. Devin Harding, number 3, at the running back. And we got a false start penalty to start the game. Well, up front for the Panthers, number 72, Captain Brennan Ibbotson. Captain number 70, Robert Payne. Number 74, Captain Patrick Griffin. 54, Pierce Alachi. Number 56, Grant Harper.
Nice to see Brennan Ibbotson back. Vladimir Levski did a really, really nice job filling in for him last week in a game where that offensive line dominated.
Harding with the ball.
Harding for about 5.
He gets back the penalty yardage, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Also out there, tight end number 86, Owen McCarron. Wide receiver Brady Sweeney, and number 14, Kawal Lima, who caught his first touchdown pass last week against Medfield. 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. Kiley moves to his right and complete to number 14, Kawal Lima. 1st down for the Panthers.
Well, those two have really developed a nice bond with each other. Tony, he's the kind of go-to possession type receiver. You know, you got Brady to stretch the field and Joey Gentile in there also, and of course Owen McCarron. But having Kawal Lima in there really is one of the guys that TJ looks for quite often.
That was his 21st catch of the season. 1st down and 10. Hand off to Harding. And he blasts right up the middle. Picks up 8 or 9 yards.
Nice job. And last week, the sophomore, Devin Harding, has really had a just absolutely superb game. And, you know, I talk a lot about this, but what he does is he does a very nice job. He shows a lot of patience, waiting for the hole to develop, and then dots right through it. And then when it comes on to getting tackled, he likes to put the punishment on the tackler. So
last week he rushed for 129 yards and 2 touchdowns. 2nd down and 2 for the Panthers. This opening drive. Kiley comes down. Big number 75, blasting up the middle, takes him down.
Justin Sokol with the sack.
Sokol with the snack, and he last week against Westwood, he sealed the game with a couple of big sacks against the Wolverines.
Third and about 12.
So 3rd and 12 for Holliston.
Well, I think if they can pick up about maybe half of these yards, about 6 yards, I think Coach Kiley will probably go for it on 4th down. But first things first here.
3 receivers to the left of the formation. And we got a timeout, Hopkinton, with 9:41 to go in the first quarter. No score. We're going to take a quick break. Okay, 3rd and 12 for the Panthers. Actually, 4 receivers to the left of the formation. Kiley rolls left. Fires it, and caught by Lima for a first down, and more. Kwa is almost to the 35, 37-yard line. So the Panthers move the chains again.
You know, over the course of the year, we've seen TJ Kiley really show a lot of improvement as a quarterback. I think last week was like the crowning jewel on that, when he went over 1,000 yards passing for the season, and he's well on his way to adding a lot to that right now tonight.
And 11 touchdowns on the season. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Hand off to Harding. He's strong off the left side of that formation. Gain of 3. Number 8, Owen Zakshevsky comes in at tight end.
We're seeing some new, looks like some new formations here tonight.
Yeah, overloading one of the side or the other. Triple receivers to the right, handoff to Harding. Follows his blocks, and he is very close to another Panther first down.
He's got the first down.
Devin Harding for about 7, and that will be a Holliston first down.
So a couple of first downs for the Panthers as they have matriculated down the field here on the opening drive.
That's right, Coach Stram. And you know, Devin Harding is just, he's really going to add. You know, we've talked about a lot of these guys and the records that they've had and how well they've done this year and in their careers and everything. Well, this kid's a sophomore. He's having a great sophomore year. He's got a lot of football left in him, and he's going to get out statistically as one of the best ones if he continues at this pace.
Falls to the 28. Harding with the handoff. Picks up a couple of yards to the 25.
7:43 in the clock running in the first quarter, no score. Holliston's had the ball the whole time. Nice drive for them.
Yeah, go ahead. I was going to say Harding is 400 yards on the ground, but also 116 through the air. So he's been a dual threat for the Panthers in that backfield. 2nd down and 8 for Holliston. Fake to Harding. Kiley fires, wide open! Joey G, number 9 with the catch and the first down. And the Panthers are in business. First and goal inside the 10.
Another one of those receivers I told you about earlier on in this year. I kept calling these two Joey Gentile and Brady Sweeney the playmakers because they were making so many plays. Now add Kawhi Lima to that group, and of course Harding and McCarron, and you got quite a receiving core for Holliston. 6:40 the clock running in the
Gentile with 11 catches on the season, 4 for touchdowns. Hand off to Harding. Touchdown, Panthers! Devin Harding's in from 7 yards out.
And when the coaches see that play on film, they're going to absolutely love it, Tom. That offensive line just opened up a massive hole, and Devin was able to get through there.
That's Devin Harding, 6th touchdown of the season. Nick Cotting lines up for the extra point. The kick is up and good.
So the offense does their part. They do their job in the opening drive, and now the defense is coming on the field. And that defense, Tom, like I talked about last week, just was absolutely suffocating against Medfield, and the numbers are just incredible what they did. 6:26 left to go in the first quarter.
Well, it's a good start for senior night.
Well, it is, and you first thing you do is you control the game, you control the clock, you march downfield.
Well, you lost 8 or 9 yards on a big sack there, and they bounced right back.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to make this offense feel good. Last week against Medfield, a 35-7 win. Kiley was 12 for 19 for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns. So it was nice to see the Panthers, even though I didn't see it except on tape. They looked to be firing on all cylinders.
Oh, they were really special last week. And here's one of the reasons why is Nick Cotting and his kickoffs.
And this one's going to go out of bounds.
Kind of pulled that one a little bit. And Holliston will take the ball at the 35.
Hopkinton,
I mean.
I know. We got the Hillers and the Panthers. That's easier to separate.
It's this late in
Hopkinton,
the season. I still don't know who I'm announcing for here.
53 total yards on opening drive, guys. 17 yards passing, 36 yards rushing, and a touchdown.
Thank you, Los.
First and 10, Hopkinton.
So 1st and 10 for the Hillers. Back to pass is their quarterback. Number 10, Robert Litzer, the junior. 8 touchdowns on the season. He completes one for 5 yards. 2nd and 5 for the Hillers. Last week the Hillers beat Westwood 15-12. Running back Joe Carrazza and Robert Litzer had rushing touchdowns for Hopkinton.
As you said, Litcher, like his counterpart of here for Holliston, and TJ Kiley, they're both juniors. They'll both be back next year.
Pitch to number 7, Seamus Murphy. Tries to get the corner, but he is stopped.
Nice job by Holliston holding contain there. By holding contain, I mean they didn't let the player get outside containment and turn them kind of back in, and Holliston was able to come in and make the tackle for a short gain.
Senior Derek D'Angelo kept that to a short gain. 3rd down and 4 for the Hillers.
3rd and 4.
Litzer rolls right, fires, tipped away by number 11, Brady Sweeney. A big defensive play for Holliston.
Well, we've seen that a lot with Brady Sweeney, and he can get out there not just a playmaker on offense, but also a playmaker on defense. It looks like Hopkinton's going to punt.
Number 14, Lima. And I assume that's Dennison. Andrew Dennison, number 24, back to receive the kick.
Hopkinton is showing the punt formation.
Number 15, Avery Revish. I was watching him in practice. He's got quite a leg.
Oh,
his kick goes straight up. And it comes down just over midfield. And the Panthers will be in great field position here on their second offensive drive. 4:46 to go in the first quarter.
That almost looked like it was touched a little bit by Holliston, especially with the spin that was on that ball. I thought that maybe they had touched it, but doesn't matter. Either way, Holliston's got tremendous field position.
I've mentioned before, the coaches all yell poison when they'll get away from the ball, but how do you know where to get away from? So the ball will be placed at the 41-yard line for the Panthers. Hand off to Harding.
Harding for about 2.
Picks up a couple.
That's what this line and this backfield will do, running the ball, a couple here, then all of a sudden, boom, 7 yards, and all of a sudden, boom, 8 yards, and in the next thing you know, they're 25 yards downfield.
2nd and 9. Kiley to pass. Fires it out to Lima. He's at midfield, just a yard shy of a first down.
He does a real nice job. As I said, I really consider him the possession receiver on this ball club, and he does a real nice job of getting into the open.
They got a lot of confidence in each other, TJ and Lima.
Holliston goes to the war.
In comes Nick Larch, the war quarterback. He goes forward on the quarterback sneak. He went forward for 34 yards for a touchdown on quarterback sneak
Nick Larch, if you got to watch the game last week, if you didn't, go whenever it gets on YouTube or whatever, go to see it. Nick Larch got in, there was a big scrum, and next thing you know, there's Nick Larch running down the field, and everyone else is just kind of still in the scrum.
So first down for the Panthers after the quarterback sneak.
They're using the war a little bit more, I don't know what you want to say, judiciously. They seem to only use it when they need small yardage.
Kiley to Harding. Harding bounces off one pillar and is stopped just short of the 40-yard line after picking up 6 or 7. Good hard running.
Well, I can keep saying it, but you're watching it, folks, so you can see what I mean when I say that he does a nice job following his blocks, and he puts a hurting on the tackler. Clock running now, 2:57 left to go in the quarter.
Second and 4. Kiley off the low snap, fakes it, steps up, and he's going to slide just past the 38 for a first down.
We have a player down.
We got a player, Brennan Ibbotson, number 72. Looks like he might have retweaked that knee. Well, in comes number 68, Vladimir Valesky.
It's nice to have a backup like Vladimir. He does a nice job. I told you about the job he did last week down in Medfield, and here's his opportunity tonight against Hopkinton.
First down and 10 at the 36. Kiley to pass, goes deep down the sidelines, and Sweeney was there to compete for that 50-50 ball, but couldn't pull it down.
Well, they were actually kind of lucky there because the ball popped up in the air, and two Hopkinton players came in and looked like they might have had a shot at it. Maybe they were a little further away than it looks from here, but to pop up in the air, when that happens, you get a little nervous.
Good that the Panthers took a shot down the field. Put that in the back of their heads.
Yeah, you have to loosen up the defense every so often and go downfield a little bit and move those safeties and linebackers back a little bit. Of course, the way Harding's been running, they're trying to get as many people in the box as they can to prevent any big rushes.
2nd down and 10 for Holliston. There's Harding, straight ahead, crosses the 30. Looks like a 6-yard gain.
That was a kind of an interesting play because Harding kind of had to not wait, but he just ran right off the back of Brady Sweeney.
Yeah, Sweeney was coming on that jet play. 3rd down and 5. And up to Harding. Harding finds some room on the right side. He's got a 1st down and more. Gets inside the 25-yard line, and the Panthers will move the chains again.
Came out, got around that corner, waited a second, and was able to cut back in a little bit to the left and then go downfield for the 1st down.
Seems to be a little extra motivation here on senior night early in the season.
Yeah, well, we told the story before, Tom, is that when we did the interview with the 4 captains, and I asked them, I said, well, what do you think about this year? Is there any team you guys really want? And they said Hopkinton.
All of them together in unison.
In unison, almost like we rehearsed it.
1st and 10. Harding straight up the middle. Tripped up. Well, they seem to have a little extra motivation tonight.
And we never could get to the bottom of why exactly they wanted that. But, and I'm sure if you asked the Hopkinton guys, maybe they would have said Holliston. It's a good rivalry. It's a rivalry that's had some good games and some close games. And, they've kind of gone back and forth. Holliston's gotten the better of it a little bit overall. But Hopkinton, of course, they always come with the strong players and always seem to have pretty good linemen and some big kids and some good skill position players.
2nd down and 9 for Holliston. And a little confusion on there. Holliston will take a timeout with 8 seconds to go in the 1st quarter, but leading 7-0. We'll take a quick break.
The ball's at the 20, 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9 for the Panthers here. Kylie with the fake to Harding, goes to the end zone, wide open, touchdown, Panthers! Joey Gentile!
Well, I talked about the development of TJ Kylie, over these last few weeks, and I see a marked difference. Not just in, it's just the way he handles himself out there, I just really see a big difference. He's really done a really nice job and having everything come together. And of course, Joey Gentile, quite an athlete all around, and he's able to get up there and get that touchdown for a 13-0 lead.
Extra point kick by Cotting is up and good. And so at the last play of the first quarter, the Panthers are up 14-0. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a moment. Okay, Holliston's going to kick off to start the second quarter. How often do you say that?
No, not often.
I don't think we've ever said that. That was the 12th touchdown pass of the year for T.J. Kiley, and that was the 5th touchdown catch of Joey Gentile. Cotting's kick is boomed away deep, bounces off the hands of number 6, Junior Wyatt Steves, and bounces out of bounds. So terrible field position for the Hopkinton Hillers.
I feel bad for Steves. You know, that's like when sometimes you're out in the outfield playing baseball and the ball's just coming down and it's just something you will catch 99 out of 100 times, and the poor kid just dropped it and it went out of bounds, and that stuff happens. But anyway, it's
ball's on the 7-yard line for Hopkinton.
Very fortuitous for Holliston.
Up front on the defense, number 57, Jack Littlejohn. Number 70, Robert Payne. Number 51, David Villa. I see 23, Nick Cotting. Number 1, DeJesus out there.
Whoa.
Is up and bounced up in the air, but saved by number 21, Joe Carrazza. Was that a Wildcat?
I don't know, but it was a high snap.
Some stats from the first quarter, guys. Holliston absolutely owning the time of possession in that first quarter. 10 minutes and 20 seconds. Hopkinton only had it for a minute and 40. Panthers leading in overall total yardage, 112-7.
Wow. Second down and 9 for the Hillers. Quarterback back to pass, but he's in trouble. The ball's loose. And the Panthers, touchdown, Panthers! So Cotting, Nick Cotting, number 23. Welcome to senior night, says Jack Harper. That's a great line right there.
Tom, what I'm seeing defensively, and I've seen this the last 2 games now, is Holliston has got extremely aggressive. I really love it. As you know, we talk about this all the time. I really love it. But the other thing they've done, and I don't know how this happened over a 2-week period, but they have really done a nice job tackling. They're doing a really, really good job tackling now, and that's leading to some good things for Holliston.
Cotting's extra point blast through those uprights. And just like that, it's 21-0. Panthers on senior night. So what a scramble for that. It looked like the quarterback, Lister, was going down for a sack. He was going to he tried to pass, but then he pulled it back.
Pull back, yeah. That's the great coverage, and that's what I'm saying about being aggressive. You're aggressive on your coverage, and the quarterback's back there, and at this level, you get way back there. You get a little nervous about, you don't want to make any mistakes, so he didn't want to throw the ball, and probably rightfully so. That was a smart thing to do. But Holliston just came after him, and they're sending people, Tom, and I just absolutely love this. I really do. I love the way that they're playing defense now.
So the Panthers with 2 touchdowns within 60 seconds.
Well, not only that, but Nick Carding was 7 points within 60 seconds. 8 points.
8 points.
8 points within 60 seconds.
We both looked at each other. No, it's 8. And number 23 is out with the kick. This one's a medium kick taken at the 20. And finally brought down by the Panthers. Just shy of the 30-yard line. Looked like Nick Larson, David Villa in on the tackle. Ball's at the 33-yard line.
And now with 10:56 left in the second quarter here, this is where you're down 3 possessions here. Hopkinton is, and you got to start thinking that we got to move the ball downfield, at least something, and hopefully, preferably score. Because if you don't want to get 4 possessions down very early.
And that's batted down at the line of scrimmage.
Well, again,
when 44, Pacheco.
If you can't get in there to make the tackle, the best thing you can do is take away those passing lanes. And C.J. Pacheco did that, having his hands up and knocking down that pass.
The other middle linebacker, number 40, junior Robert Collier. Also out there, Derek D'Angelo, Brady Sweeney, Cooper Olson, number 4, and number 1, Miguel De Jesus. Second down and 10. Lister's going to take it himself. Brady stops him just short of the 40-yard line.
Cooper Olson on the stop.
And now we come down to a point for Hopkinton where you've really got to either get very close to first down or make a first down here, because if you get tackled back here again, you got to punt the ball back to Holliston. You're punting it into a steamroller.
Third down and 5 for the Hillers.
Let's see if Holliston attacks with a blitz here. Here they come.
Lister to pass. Lets it go. And caught by Murphy, and he's got some room. Tackled by Brady Sweeney, but that could have been a really dangerous play.
Well, that's one that Lister and Hopkinton needed, and he answered the bell.
Seamus Murphy, the junior, last week or 2 weeks ago against Medfield, had 155 yards and 2 touchdown catches. So he is a deep threat.
Man, they needed that, Tom. They really needed that play to stay in this ball game. 9:57, clock stopped here momentarily.
All the way down to the Holliston 23, 1st and 10. Lister takes it himself, but he is brought down by number 44. C.J. Pacheco with another tackle.
Well, here we go now. See, now C.J.'s getting involved in this game. He had a pass that he knocked down and a quarterback sack.
Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12. Clock is running with 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this first half. Litzer not afraid to take it himself a couple of times. Empty backfield. This is the Wildcat again. Carraza in there, number 21. He takes the snap, and Pierce Alachi stops him after a gain of 1.
Piasalachi's another one of these two-way players in the line who's just really had a sensational year. You know, one of the things I noticed, Tom, is senior night. We mentioned that. We'll maybe talk about the seniors a little bit later, but I think there's only 10. Was it 10 seniors?
10 seniors. That's right.
And now some of them are really good, and they're out there and they're doing a good job. But this is a very, very young Holliston team, and you know, some of the names we're calling right now are going to be around for another year or two.
So 3rd down and 10 for Hopkinton.
4-down territory.
Blitzer back in the backfield. Oh no, this is Carrazza. Carrazza takes it on a sweep.
It's about 4, maybe 5.
Let's see where they mark it. He's got 4 or 5 out to the left. Good quickness by number 21.
Yeah, Holliston was there. They defended that fairly well. They just weren't able to put their hands on him and finish the tackle. So this is a big 4th down, obviously, for Hopkinton here.
So 4th and 5 for the Hillers. 7:31 clock running. Lister back out there at quarterback.
Here comes Holliston.
Quick drop, fires.
Oh,
knocked away, incomplete. So the Panthers will take over on downs. Nice stop by, looked like it was tapped there by Collier.
That's what
40.
I thought of, yeah.
Defense holds, Panthers take over at the 18, 1st and 10.
So the first big drive of the night by the Hillers, and it ends up with a turnover on downs.
Well, when you get in a situation like this where they've had, you know, a little bit of momentum, shift over to Hopkinton and everything, what I would like to do when I come out here, I'd like to see Holliston throw a pass kind of deep, you know, and see if we can get a nice completion somewhere downfield and just really break any thoughts of momentum that the opponent might have.
Well, the Hillers are watching this broadcast live on their sideline, so
That's all right.
you're giving them our game plan.
Well, that's because we're going to run the ball. See, I fooled them.
Kiley on 1st and 10, fakes it to Harding, goes down the field to number 11. Brady Sweeney with the catch is all the way. He's still going. Keeps his feet inside the 25 to the 24. Jay, you're a genius.
Oh, I'm a genius, Jerry. I'm a genius.
Got a flag.
There's a flag back down here.
Flag on the flag.
Oh, yeah.
So, as the TV show says, curb your enthusiasm. That's going to get brought back all the way and stepped off against the Panthers. Let's see what the call is. Ineligible man downfield.
Yep.
Wow.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
7:03 left to go in the half.
Sometimes that's not a lineman. I saw the a play where they covered the tight end.
They covered him, yep.
And so the tight end, by going out for a pass, which is normal,
Yeah.
is illegal.
Somebody else.
So a 5-yard penalty marked off against the Panthers. It'll be 1st and 15 after all that excitement.
1st and 15.
Kiley to Harding.
Ooh.
Devin Harding
Picked up a couple of yards.
gets about 2.
2nd and 13 for
You
the
know,
Panthers.
Holliston so far has played, before that penalty, a pretty clean game.
Well, that's twice the Panthers have really challenged the Hillers on that long ball there. Got to be thinking about that for sure. 2nd down. Kiley, direct straight drop. Scrambles. Fires to the sidelines. Incomplete. So clock stops with 5 minutes and 46 seconds to go in this first half. Panthers leading 21-0, but they're going to have a tough 3rd down and 13.
Well, what you want to do here, Tom, is just get as many yards as you can. If you happen to get a first down, that's good. But otherwise, get as many yards as you can so that Carding will have some room to get off one of his booming punts.
Number 15.
2 receivers to both sides of the formation. Kiley drops. They set up a screen to Harding.
Oh,
nice tackle by number 8.
Wow. That was played beautiful by Charlie. Whoops, can't see. Petruni, Charlie Petruni. Really, really. You want to show a kid how to play a screen pass? Show him that play. Petruni, excellent job covering that.
So 4th and 11 will send number 23 back to punt. His punt is going to be taken. Fair catch by number 5 at the 45. That's Paul Litzer, number 5. So good field position for the Hillers.
Yep. The field position game, they won that.
And they were moving the ball until Holliston came up big on 4th down. 5:03 left in the first half.
Isn't it funny in football how sometimes just one play makes all the difference in the world, and that penalty on Holliston, they would have had the ball way downfield and probably marching in for their 4th score of the night.
Litzer rolls left. Little dump pass to Carrazza, but tackled right away.
Yeah, by Brady Sweeney. And that's what you want to do. You want to come up with that. They did a nice job, Holliston did, of containing the quarterback. I think he might have wanted to get out a little bit further, a little deeper, but he wasn't able to get out, and he threw the ball, and Sweeney came right up. And again, that's what I'm talking about, not playing so deep in the defensive backfield. Play close by and let them, let them make you beat them, beat you. I mean, if you're playing this well, be aggressive. If you get beat once, good. They get a touchdown. Otherwise, you're controlling the defensive side of the ball, is controlling the ball game, and that's what Holliston's been doing the last 2 games.
2nd down and 9 for the Hillers. Clock running with 4 minutes and 14 seconds to go. Litzer fakes to Carrazza, looks down the middle of the field. He's got Seamus Murphy, number 7, with a touchdown.
That was a
45-yard strike there.
And what a beautiful pass and catch there by Hopkinton. Very nicely played.
So the Hillers bounce back with a touchdown of their own with 3:59 left in this first half.
He was pretty well covered, too, until the ball came in, and he just was a step ahead and was able to make the catch and finish the play for 6 points.
Whistle on the field.
Now, when a situation like this happens, what I would do if I was coaching, I'd go for 2. You get half the distance to the goal.
They just move it up 1.5 yards.
And you go for 2.
Right.
Which
doesn't look like Coach Sanborn has signaled that in.
Oh, did he decline it? He declined the penalty. That's interesting.
They get it on the kickoff?
Yeah, they had 12. They took one off.
Here's the extra point attempt finally. Kick is up and good. So a quick exchange right there and a quick strike by the Hillers. It's 21-7.
Yeah, now they crept back into the ball game.
And they've got a little momentum going. They did stop the Panthers 3-and-out there.
Right. And you know, the other thing is they're getting the ball at the second half, start of the second half. So, but Holliston's got just a second under 4 minutes here to get downfield and score in their own. I still like the aggressiveness of Holliston. I like the aggressiveness of that defense. It's going to pay off.
Well, the Hillers have just showed they're not going to go away.
No.
A long drive, and even though they were frustrated by a disappointing fourth down, they ended up with good field position, and Litzer with that laser down the middle of the field. You got to respect that arm.
Yeah, a nice catch too. He put the ball right in the receiver's hands, right in stride. The receiver couldn't ask for anything better than that. But the receiver's got to finish it too, and that's what he did.
So Cooper Olson and Andrew Dennison back deep for the Panthers. Kick is up. Comes down. Dennison at the 15-yard line. Dennison with some speed across the 30-yard line. So the Panthers will have 3:51 to work with right here. Plenty of time.
Absolutely plenty of time.
I think they've only used one timeout.
Did they take a timeout?
They did.
They did.
They had confusion on one play.
Ah, that's right. Yeah. Well, with 3:51, you can still run the ball. You have plenty of time to do that, and pretty much anything you want to use in your playbook.
Well, it'd really be great to establish the ground game right here. What's going along with the two scoring drives they put together the ground game was going together great.
Both these offenses starting to find their groove. 115 total yards for Hopkinton, 102 for the Hillers. It's 45 yards passing, 89 yards passing. 45 yards for through the air for Holliston, 89 for Hopkinton.
Wow.
I think they're making them re-kick.
Yeah, there's offside. There was offsides on the kick, so. You get those two receivers back there. You only give them another shot at getting the ball.
Oh, they're anxious for another one. Low kick this time, bounces, scooped up about the 17-yard line by Dennison. And he gets up ahead of steam. And he's still going out to the 45-yard line.
Well, that penalty gave Holliston tremendous field position now.
Like you said, they're anxious for another shot at it. You know, you always want a do-over like that.
It is fun when you get those kick returners at any level that you're watching football, and you get those good kick returners. Of course, college and pro now, you don't see that many kick returns, but in high school, see those guys get out there, and they're fun to watch.
So now the Panthers are 55 yards from the goal line with 3:40 to go here in the first half. See if they can put together a scoring drive of their own. Kiley to Dennison on a jet play. And Andrew Dennison crosses midfield, and the pile falls forward almost to a first down. Nice gain of 8 or 9.
Nice run by Andrew, and
Coach Kiley riding the hot hand right there.
Yeah, he was. Kick return, and then they get him this yardage too. So many weapons They're all developing too, Tom. It's all coming together at the same time, both offensively and defensively. And
So
young team, and some people talk about rebuilding, and maybe they do consider a rebuilding year. But if it is, they're really starting to build something special.
they're building during the season. So gain of 6 would be 2nd and 4. Kiley to Harding. Harding got a first down. He crosses the 45 easily down to the 42-yard line.
He's like
That ground game is going now.
Yeah, he's like that clock commercial. He just keeps on ticking and ticking and ticking. And
Marked up for 42.
Quick first down for the Panthers. Hand off to Harding again. Inside the 40.
Inside.
that's a nice job right there by the offensive line, kind of running. Harding kind of ran almost right into the blitz, and the offensive line stopped the blitz and was able to push the defense back a little bit and give Harding able to pick up maybe like 3 yards out there.
Right.
Like that.
2nd and 7. Clock running with 2:02 to go in the first half. Kiley back to pass. Chased by Sokol. Completed right to the line of scrimmage, though. Catches by number 3. Devin Harding on the short completion.
There's a timeout by Holliston.
And we'll have a timeout with 1:38 to go in the first half. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, Panthers with a 3rd and 6 right now.
And the Panthers tonight have been 4 for 5 on third downs.
And unless there's a catastrophe here, this is 4-down territory.
3 receivers to TJ's left. Looks left. Steps up. Quarterback draw. Picks up a couple. It's going to be 4th and short.
See, nicely done. That's where TJ. I keep talking about how he's, maturing. I guess you would say as a quarterback.
So we got another timeout with 1:23 to go in this first half. We'll take a quick break. Okay, 4th and 1 for the Panthers.
And they're staying in the spread offense.
So didn't go to war here. Interesting. Kiley tried to set up the screen. Finds Harding. He's behind the line of scrimmage. And he gets forward across the 30 for a first down.
Wasn't quite the way it was drawn up, but it worked nonetheless.
I think initially as it rolled out, all the Hillers had their hands up straight.
Yeah.
Right there, but smart play by Kylie.
Very smart. And again, as I was starting to say in the other play right before the timeout, the last timeout, there's two back-to-back nice smart plays by T.J. Kylie.
So first down for the Panthers. The clock starts again. The ball's to the 29. Kylie goes to the end zone. He's got number 24. Andrew Dennison played that ball, and that is going to be interference.
That's got to be interference.
Hopkinton.
You got to turn around and play the ball, and it's.
Dennison had his man beat, had to come back a little bit.
They did have to take some kind of a shot downfield because there's only 49 seconds left to go in the half.
So that should move the ball to the inside the 20-yard line. Now, there's nothing like having a pink gorilla in your cheering section.
Is that?
You got a shot of that?
It is.
Oh,
it is Halloween, I guess. So Holliston gets an automatic first down. You're right. It's not automatic. It's distance. Yep.
So they'll spot the ball at the 15-yard line. First and 10. 49 seconds to go. So Holliston have to be smart with their timeouts. Got plenty of time with timeouts. Kylie rolls right, looks to the end zone, tucks it, steps out of bounds, stops the clock.
See, there's
picked up 4.
3 really smart plays on this drive that TJ's done. At that time, instead of trying to cut it upfield, maybe get an extra yard or two, get out of bounds, save your timeouts, and, you make a little bit of yardage, maybe pick up a 3 or 4 yards, something like that.
4-yard gain, second down and 6. 42 seconds to go from the 11.
All this year, whenever I've talked about TJ, one of the things that I really like is when he does roll out. For some reason, I think he just does a really nice job as a throwing quarterback rolling out. He's got the opportunity to roll right
Sweeney
this time.
and Gentile to the left. Lima to the right. Looks at number 11.
Oh.
Touchdown, Panthers! TJ Kylie delivers a bullet to Brady Sweeney with 36 seconds to go in the first half.
Beautiful play calling. Beautiful play right there. Nicely done by TJ and Brady Sweeney. Unless we forget, Tom, that offensive line is what's giving TJ the protection back there. 36 seconds left to go in the first half. Holliston, Nick Cotting lining up for the extra point.
Kick is strong and good. So with 36 seconds left in the first half, the Panthers answer the Hillers touchdown and lead 28-7. TJ Kylie, that was his 13th touchdown on the season for number 13, and the 7th time that Brady Sweeney has been in pay dirt. Boy, that was a bullet he fired right over the middle.
He really did.
Great pattern
nice
run
job
by Sweeney.
And there was that passing lane was absolutely wide open. In fact, I looked down there on the side because I could see Brady Sweeney. He turned around and gave TJ his whole front, both numbers 1 and 1. TJ was able to hit him right between the ones.
So Cotting will tee it up again. See if he tries to dribble this one to neutralize the run back. And he does.
Yep.
Chop it up the middle, taken at the 25 by Litzer. He tries to reverse field. Dances around. He's keeping his feet. Finally brought down by the Panthers after he crosses the 35-yard line.
That only helps Holliston there because Ate up what, about 10 or 11 seconds?
Right.
25 seconds to go.
So ball's marked at the 36-yard line. 25 seconds left in the half.
From the 36.
Blitzer rolls right, fires deep.
Incomplete.
Oh,
A flag flies. Carrazza was all the way back there.
Appeared to be interference.
I think that's a great call by Coach Sanborn. You know, there's no sense to just cover up and go in at halftime. You know you're getting the ball back in the second half. Throw it deep. The worst thing that happens if even if it gets intercepted, it's just like a long punt. And I'm not sure what the flag was. Oh,
They're going to call it interference, I guess.
Pass interference, yep.
Turnabout's fair play.
Evidently.
So that'll put the ball at midfield. Actually, at the Panther 49. Down to 17 seconds to go.
17 seconds.
You got to put a lot of pressure on him here. You can't let him get back there and just heave the ball.
Three receivers to Litzer's left. He rolls left. Intermediate throws, got a first down. Catch by number 21, Carrazza.
Now you're really, with 9 seconds left, you possibly might have 3 plays, but most likely only 2. We'll see what happens. Nine seconds to go. They're out there talking a lot about it. When they take that long in the huddle, you know it's going to be a pass.
Right.
Just wanted to make sure everybody knew where they were going.
Ball's at the 40, at the 38-yard line, and Hopkinton's taking a timeout with 9 seconds to go, and we'll take a quick break. Okay, 2nd down and 10, which is almost inconsequential right now. Like you mentioned, Hopkinton can run a couple of plays here.
From the 38.
Ball's at the 38-yard line. Litzer with 2 receivers to his right. Looks down the field. He's got time. Fires. Caught by number 6. What a catch.
3 seconds left.
3 seconds to go.
And Hopkinton will...
So that was Wyatt Steves.
The reception.
And now
Timeout.
timeout Hopkinton with 3 seconds. We'll take a quick break. Okay, looks like the Hillers are going to line up for a 30-yard field goal with 3 seconds to go.
Don't believe your eyes. Make sure you cover up for everything here.
They've got some confidence in Rivich. Good snap. Kick is up.
Good.
And it is good
Nicely
as
played.
time runs out.
Nicely played by Coach Sanborn and his team, and a nice kick to finish off the half. 28-10 Holliston lead.
And we'll be right back with second half action in just a moment. All right, we've got a special guest at halftime, Coach Bob Bradford of the Holliston Panthers, all the way up from Florida, I guess, right?
That is correct. Yep. I moved down there in 1990 and been down there ever since.
You've been up to Holliston during the...
Yes. Well, I've been up here driving. I've driven through Holliston a few times. My daughter lives in Needham.
Oh, nice.
With her family. And my son, he still lives down in Bonita because he moved down with us. I mean, he didn't have a say back in 1990 when we decided to move down.
So what do you think of Kamitian Field now?
That's unbelievable.
You like the turf field. They didn't have that back in the 80s.
No, I probably would still be here because I remember shoveling down there, shoveling snow off the field to play Westwood. And I said, that's it. I'm done. I can't do this shoveling snow on Thanksgiving Day. And this is beautiful. I mean, they probably come out with a plow and just plow it.
Right.
With their snows.
Yeah. Well, you were head coach for 6 or 7 years.
Right.
And went to a Super Bowl with the Panther, 2 Super Bowls with the Panthers.
Yep.
That was that some of the highlights of your career here, or do you
probably one of my biggest highlights was just being around the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, the Holliston kids, they were very special to me. And being around them made my day brighter and everything like that. We did have some success back. I remember we started off, my first year we were 6-4. The second year I think we were
10-1.
10-1 or something, and then we just moved on from there.
Yeah.
And the last year we were 10-0, but
wow,
that Super Bowl didn't come out too good. I got out coached that day.
Can't win them all. Win them all. But you were also a middle school teacher a long time.
Right. I was at Adams Middle School for years. And then when they brought the 8th grade up to the high school here, I went up as their guidance counselor and taught a math class.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yep.
So you got to see a lot of guys before they hit the high school football turf.
Correct.
You
got to kind of
encourage them,
make sure that, like one of the gentlemen that I saw tonight, he came in and he's, 6th grade math, and he looked at the door and he says, he saw a football slogan on the board. He says, I'm in the right place. So that was kind of good.
You still keep track of the Panthers all the way down in Florida?
I do. I kind of, I've seen what Todd has done, and it's amazing. It's amazing the success that he has had. And it's the same thing. I mean, he teaches them the right thing to do. And
do you remember him back in the day? You look at him as a coaching candidate. You said that kid understands football. He's going to be a great coach.
I don't remember so much that from a coaching standpoint, but I knew the Kiley family had it in their blood, and I remember them and the Rondeaus because I think Jerry Kiley had married Mrs. Rondeau, and I think one day I had Todd on the kickoff team and the 3 Rondeaus all on the same kickoff team, and I just pointed up to Jerry Kiley because he was at that time would work the booth.
He worked the PA booth up here.
He did. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of the first HCAT announcers. I wish we had film from back in those days.
No, you don't want film. No. I probably looked a lot younger back then.
No, you look the same to me. I would have recognized you just like that.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, I've met an awful lot of people tonight that I coached and everything, and I couldn't recognize them. I really couldn't. Some of them I did. I mean, some of them I saw right away, and I said, that's Pacioli. I know Pacioli's face.
Yeah.
I did not know Bobby Bicknell.
Yeah, is that right?
I did not recognize him because he is thinned down quite a bit. I mean, he's
the biggest quarterback in the TVL ever.
He was a big boy. And then he went on to BC, and he filled out a little bit more at BC.
Yeah.
But now it's taking it all off. I just
Well, once you're in Panther Nation, you're always in Panther Nation.
That is correct. Yep.
So glad to have you up in here in the booth. Glad you could be part of the presentation out at the kickoff, be out on the turf.
I really thank you very much, and I thank my daughter Lisa for helping put this whole thing together, and she surprised me. She really did.
Well, thanks for being up with us up here.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Great to talk with you. Bob Bradford, former Holliston Panther head coach.
Thank you very much.
Got something in my mouth.
Coach.
All right, and we are almost ready for the second half kickoff. some stats after one half of play. Holliston taking a 28-10 lead over the Hillers into the locker room. But it's actually been pretty close on the stat sheet. 155 total yards for the Panthers, 138 for the Hillers. That's 61 yards passing, 94 yards rushing for Holliston, 125 yards passing, 13 yards rushing for Hopkinton. A key stat in this game, third down conversions. Holliston has been very good, 4 of 6 on third downs. Hopkinton only 1 for 3. So we'll see how that changes in the second half. And then time of possession has been dominated by Holliston. Almost 16 minutes in the first half to only 8 minutes for Hopkinton. Individual contributors for Holliston quarterback TJ Kiley is 8 of 10 for 61 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a very efficient first half for the junior quarterback. The leading rusher is Devin Harding. He has 67 yards on 14 carries, including 1 touchdown. TJ Kiley has 19 yards on the ground as well. And then just a bevy of receivers catching the ball for the Panthers in that first half. Leading them all is Kua Lima. He's got 24 yards on 2 catches. Joey Gentile has 20 yards on 2 catches. One of those catches, a touchdown. Brady Sweeney with the other touchdown. That was an 11-yard touchdown reception. For Hopkinton, their quarterback, Robert Litcher, is 6 of 9 for 125 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He's had a very good first half throwing the ball. They really haven't had anything on the ground, though. Their leading rusher is Joseph Carrazza. He's got only 8 yards on 3 carries. Defensively, for the Panthers, Brady Sweeney is leading the way with 3 recorded tackles. A bunch of other Panthers getting in there as well, but want to highlight C.J. Pacheco, who's got a sack in this game. And then Nick Cotting with a key, probably the biggest play of the first half. He had a key fumble recovery in the Hopkinton end zone for a touchdown for the Panthers, a defensive touchdown for the Panthers. He's had a really great game playing defense. And then Robert Collier with a very key pass breakup on 4th down to turn the ball over back to the Panthers. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on Twitter at HCatFootball, and that's the lowdown.
Thank you, Luce. Ready for the second half kickoff. Cotting's teeing it up. It was interesting, those stats, Jay. You know, Hopkinton's been doing it through the air. Holliston's been doing it on the ground.
Yeah, and when you look at the closeness of the stats, and yet it's an 18-point lead, a lot of it has to do with the fact that Holliston did recover the ball in the end zone.
Kick taken at the 15. Brought out to the 35.
Okay, so you come out here now. What you want to see for Holliston, if you're Holliston defensively, you want to continue with the aggressiveness that you showed, trying to put pressure on Litcher. Don't let him get outside. Make him throw the ball, and stay in your coverage. Stay with your coverage, and see if you can maybe force another turnover or at least get the ball taken over on downs.
Hopkins did move the ball the last 2 times they had it, but not on the ground. That handoff went nowhere. Nice tackle by Jack Littlejohn.
You know, we're going to hear the names of a lot of seniors tonight, but the 2 we're not going to hear is Danny Nash, who really, unfortunately, missed his senior season, and he would have brought a lot of speed and experience to this team, and the coaches were telling us in the opening of the season that they are really, really going to miss him, and they have. And the other one is Cristo Ponte.
2nd and 10, handoff. So interesting. So after we just said the strong suit of the Hillers is the air, going through the air, they hand off a couple of times.
Well, you do have to kind of get the ground game going a little bit, because otherwise the defense is just going to tee off on you. So you got to at least show them that you're somewhat serious about
when
running
you're down
the ball.
by 18 points?
Well, I know, but
you really come out of the locker room, and it seems like that's when you put some of your best plays. That's the time for big adjustments.
Maybe they're waiting for the best play right here.
3rd down and 8. And the fumbled snap, and Holliston, Alaki's in there with us. A sack for Holliston. Pierce Alaki.
Now, Pierce is special, offensively and defensively. We talked about him a little earlier in the game, and that's something he can do. A lot of the blocking, the blocking mix-up a little bit there in Hopkinton was because of C.J. Pacheco showing that he was going to come in on the blitz, and he drew one of the blockers away and allowed Alachi to get in there and make that sack.
Lima and Dennison back to receive the kick. Hopkinton is forced to punt. Drop the punt.
Blocked.
And Holliston's on the ball at the 22-yard line. Number 51, David Villa.
David Villa, C.J. Pacheco, and Owen Zakowski with the pressure.
Yeah, well, somebody was blocked into the kicker, and I think that when he looked up, there was Panthers all over the place.
Well, that's that aggressiveness that we talked about, Tom. That's what you want to see. Now here, your Holliston, you can take some time off the clock, run the ball. You can throw the ball if you want. You're pretty much in control. But what you really want to do is come in here and make sure to take full advantage of this opportunity.
Well, Lima and Sweeney are split out to the left of the formation. Kiley hands it off to Harding. And Harding's got a nice gain.
You're over on the other side of the field. Coach Sanborn, you look and you go, oh, we had the one fumble down there in the end zone that Holliston recovered. And now you got this gave him this opportunity down here, and he's probably thinking we've said a lot this year is you can't have turnovers, you can't have penalties.
Second down and 2. Kiley to Harding. Harding pushed back. Let's see if he got enough. It's going to be just short. 3rd down and 1.
Had to stop. 3rd and 1.
See what Coach Kiley dials up on a 3rd and short.
8.5 minutes, clock running in the 3rd quarter.
Holliston trying to take advantage of the short field here.
You can now, obviously you're going to go for it on 4th down if you don't make it on 3rd down. So, but the question is, do you want to try the pass now? You want to try and throw the ball now and get that? Or would you rather just make sure to get the 1st down and try it a little later?
3 receivers to his left. Takes it himself. He's got some room. Number 13. Down inside the 5.
Holliston coaches are calling touchdown, but it's the guys in the striped shirt that really count.
I think they marked him down at the 1-yard line. But he's got the 1st down, most importantly. Nice little scamper there. The Hillers were completely on their heels on that play. They were all geared on Harding.
Yeah, well, you expect either Harding or if TJ's going to throw the ball, you expect him to go backwards, not forwards. And he went forward and kind of opened up there. Nice job by the offensive line again.
So 1st and goal from the 1.
Now, I thought that the coaches were signaling touchdown because they were both out there with their hands up, but maybe they were out there questioning something.
Well, they're talking with the referees. They haven't moved the stakes. Brady Sweeney's dialing up some sort of play to tell the
Give it to me. Give it to me.
So there was a flag they picked up. Didn't see the discussion all inadvertent. We like those.
You know, it's funny. I thought I heard a whistle when they were doing it, but I said, nah, I must be hearing things.
So Holliston hustled to the line on 1st and goal from the 1.
And they're not going in the war. Of course, the way Harding's been running the ball, you don't have to.
Sweeney 1-on-1 to the left. Lima 1-on-1 to the right. Kylie checks with Grant Harper to make sure they get the snap right. The refs are over talking at the sidelines.
I think they might be explaining something.
Now they're going to put the ball down for play. 1st and goal. Kylie under center. Taps the center, goes forward. No signal. Touchdown, Panthers! Number 13, TJ Kylie with his first touchdown of the season.
Well, he's had quite a good night tonight and quite a good night at Medfield, making a little name for himself in these last couple of weeks. Nice job by Holliston. Nice drive. Some really nice play calling there, too, by the coaching staff. 7:41 left to go in the third. Holliston's lining up for the 35th point. Grant Harper's agent's up here announcing his a great block that Grant did make right there. Grant did blow the opponent away and allowed TJ to get in there. You know, you don't give centers enough credit, especially in this day and age when everybody is back and the quarterback is back.
Right.
You just it's like all linemen really, but even a little bit more because there's so many chances for them to make a mistake, and he doesn't. You know, Grant has been there. He's been solid the whole year. Now for talking about something.
This is referee's coming over to say something? No. He's going to put the ball in play. Nick Cotting's ready to kick the extra point. Collier's snap, Larch hold, Cotting kick, and it's 35-10. Well, Holliston taking the wind out of the Hiller sails right there.
Yeah.
You know, coming out of the locker room, you expect to see teams put their best foot forward.
Yeah, I agree with you, Tom. I was kind of a little surprised they came out running, but you know, it's like, well, you know, maybe they had trying to set something up. Sometimes you run offenses will run series of plays, and they'll do certain things that's in those series to set something up for later on. But to try and run now, I mean, it's getting pretty much to that point in the game now where they're going to have to start throwing the ball all over the place.
Well, they did it pretty well in the first half.
Well, they did as long as you have the threat of running. You know, they'll be throwing the ball all over the place. Now, if you make a team one-dimensional, then looks like Holliston's got a penalty here.
Oh.
Kicking off.
Right, that really backs up Holliston.
But if you make a team one-dimensional, Tom, then you can take your defense and just play that one game, and makes your defense that much stronger.
Cotting's kick is strong. Taken at the 30-yard line by Steves. And he is tackled just as he crosses the 40-yard line to the 43.
I was talking a little bit earlier about the seniors.
Tackled by Pacheco.
The seniors who are not going to see tonight. I told you about Danny Nash. Well, Chris Del Ponte is another one. I had a personal thing, kind of like him, is that I missed 6 games in the middle of my senior season in football, and it's really tough. But I will tell you what, that kid is one heck of a kid, and I've asked him different questions about different things as I run into him here and there, and always very polite, always a gentleman, and I'm hoping, he said he's hoping maybe to get in on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, wow,
and I
that'd be
really,
great.
really, really hope he does, because he's a special kid, and he's captain of this team, and it really hurts to miss him both offensively and defensively.
And as a senior, you just want to play.
Yeah.
High snap for Lister, goes to work. Caught by Murphy, got a first down for the Hillers.
There's
We
a
got a
flag
hit out of
now. It's
bounds.
Another 15 yards. See, you really got to be careful here. You really got to be careful. Just because you have a big lead doesn't mean you can start giving away 15-yard chunks. They've played a pretty clean game up until now. Holliston has, and you don't want to make it kind of like all go to pieces here.
Well, the refs know this is a big rivalry game, and they don't want to see it get out of hand.
Yeah,
anyway.
and quite frankly, if he's tackle out of bounds, then you should get the penalty, And
But a good start to the second half for the Panthers. 3 and out.
Well, here's
The
another
Hillers-
flag. Now, this is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct because Holliston's not back far enough. And here we go again.
So
Another-
30 yards tacked onto the Murphy completion. Gives them the ball at the
Yeah.
Holliston 29-yard line.
Coach Kiley's out there trying to make his case.
How many coaches win their arguments against referees?
Well, there's a referee right here. Can ask him, but I'm sure it's
The refs are
very
undefeated.
few. Whether you're right or not. Did I say that out loud? 7:24 left to go in the third. Holliston kind of giving Hopkinton quite a bit of yardage here.
All right, the ball is on the 29, first and 10.
All right, Hopkins is
Well.
ready to go to work.
I don't know what happened to that second penalty. Maybe they picked it up. Oh, it's a warning. I get it. Thank you, Bill.
Lister talks to his tight end. Back to pass, heavy rush.
Oh, wow.
Nick Cotting was right in
Wow.
Lister's face.
I'll say, I didn't quite see how that started, but I don't think anybody blocked him.
No, he was untouched off the edge.
But he put so much pressure on the quarterback that he had to get the ball out of his hands a lot more quickly than he thought he would.
Yeah, he's doing some nice things up on the line of scrimmage. Number 23.
I mean, he's such a good athlete, you can put him just about anywhere and he'll do well.
Second down and 10 for the Hillers. Lister back to pass. Fires complete to Steves. They'll bring up third down and short.
The receivers are getting out for Holliston very, very quickly. I think what I would try and do is maybe come in here and at least put a little pressure on them and maybe hit them at the line so they, you give your defense a chance to get that sack.
You're calling for pressure defense? Okay, third down and 2 for the Hillers. Lister's going to take it himself. And Cotting had a piece of him. Probably got enough for the first down. He's close.
And Alachi were in there.
First
They're going
down.
to wave the sticks. First down with 6:16 to go here in the third quarter.
Clock running. They get down here once before early in the game, and Holliston held them 4 downs.
Number 19.
Lister back to pass.
That was
Incomplete.
played perfectly.
Derek D'Angelo on the coverage.
What Derek did was he got right up in the receiver's face. He broke down the route, and then when the receiver turned around, Derek was right there to make that play. That's nicely done. That's what I mean about getting up in those receivers' faces. .549 left to go in the third quarter.
So that should bring up second down and 10.
This might require a timeout from Hopkinton. Let's see if they're going to call a timeout.
Holliston's backing up. There's another penalty on the field. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Panthers.
Unsportsmanlike against Holliston.
Second down and 2 is where they've marked the ball.
I don't know what's going on down there, but if you're Holliston, just be quiet, play the game, and let's get a win here. But might be a sideline warning too.
Lister back to pass, chased from the pocket, scrambles to his right, fires it. Incomplete. D'Angelo again in coverage.
Big pressure from Robert Payne and
Pierce Alachi and Robert Payne with the quarterback pressure. Third down and 2.
Jack Littlejohn.
Got Jack Hopper up here playing to the crowd.
Seems to have some magic call there. Big Jack Littlejohn contingent. Yeah, fan favorite. One of the seniors here on the Panthers. All right, back to action. Third down and 2. 5:31 to go in the third quarter. High snap over the head of Peraza. Scooped up by number 23, Nick Brady. Sweeney. Touchdown, Panthers!
I see no laundry on the field.
A 80-yard fumble return by Brady Sweeney.
I think that was one of those wildcat plays there.
It was. Carraza was at the quarterback spot.
Well, you know, the thing about turnovers, Tom, is that, you know, you obviously don't want to make them. But if the other team makes them, if you're the team that is receiving the turnover, you want to make sure to close it out. And Holliston has done that. This is the third time they've done that tonight.
The second touchdown of the game for Brady Sweeney. He came all the way up from his safety spot, or came up from his cornerback spot. Or no, actually he's playing safety tonight.
Yeah.
They move him all over the field. So up from his safety spot, as soon as he saw that snap over the head, maybe he was blitzing.
I think he was. I think he was blitzing, but
Cotting with a solid kick through the uprights for his sixth extra point to make it 42-10.
When they saw the potential wildcat, I think he probably came up figuring at least it's not going to be a pass play, so at least he can contain or something. He came up and was right there, Johnny, on the spot to make the touchdown. So 2 defensive touchdowns tonight for Holliston.
What was the official yardage on that one, Carlos?
It was about an 80. It was an 80-yarder. He picked it up at the 20, right around the 20.
So it was 80-yard fumble return. So what a turnaround right there. Looked like the Hillers had a little drive going with a couple of catches and a penalty or two, and they were in business in Panther territory.
I know. I thought they just fell on the ball. Next thing I know, you see Brady Sweeney dashing down the field for a touchdown.
I thought it was Cotting because Cotting's usually up on the line of scrimmage. But you're probably right that Sweeney was blitzing, and that's why he was in the backfield.
Either blitzing or coming up to just contain again because they probably figured it wasn't going to be a pass. Either way, as a safety, that's what you can do, especially if you're free. You can get out and you can play down in the box, or you can come out and play deep.
Cotting's kick is strong, taken by Steves back at the 10. He's got some room.
It's a hold right there.
Yeah, there's flags all over the place. This is coming back.
This is coming back. Steve's got a hold of Pacheco and would not let go. Well, not Steve's, but number 30 there.
5:01 left to go in the third, and lots of stuff going on here.
Yeah. So the referees, there's 3 flags on the play. Let's see what the referees have. Well, we really could see the holding penalty.
Yeah.
There's no question about that one.
We might re-kick this.
So it looks like it could be.
Oh, personal foul against each team.
Offsetting. Kick it again. You were right, Los.
Wow.
As usual, 5:01 to go in the third quarter. And we're going to do it again.
Hopefully not with the same results.
Well, you can never tell how it's. I mean, Steves is a great runner, but there was a heck of a hole there. And there were 3 flags on the field, so.
So a game that has gone a lot, almost everything has gone Holliston's way. It's kind of getting bogged down here in the middle of the third quarter.
Right. No, these penalties and have really upset the flow. Cotting's kick, a strong one to Steves. He gathers it in at the 15. Back to the middle of the field. And he's wrapped up by the Panthers this time as he gets to the 30-yard line, to the 32. Tackled by Pacheco.
Well, with all the extra points and all the kickoffs and the great job he's done on defense and the fumble recovery in the end zone, I think Nick Cotting's earned some time off. His leg's going to be sore. I talked at the beginning of the ball game, Tom, about the great job that Medfield did, that Holliston did against Medfield defensively last week. And here they're doing the same thing, only this time they're scoring touchdowns too.
Right. Okay, 1st and 10 at the 31 for the Hillers. 4:51 left in the third quarter. Lister dumps it off to Carraza. He hits the corner. He's got a first down and more.
Yeah, and
we got
a penalty flag.
Looked like a face mask.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. We'll see.
Well, we're over 100 yards away. We couldn't possibly get it right.
Tom, we could be a lot closer than that and not possibly get it right.
I love when we watch these things at home. I love, if I watch the games,
Yeah.
I find myself in the booth going, well, I wonder what happened there. And then Lisa Hedrick's shot, when she's got her camera like zoomed in, like, of course it's number 12. Of course that was a fumble. Of course that was a holding penalty. I mean, so you're seeing right now what we can't see.
Right. Now, if we had these little closed circuit TVs here,
And
we
a
could.
telestrator.
Well, if we had a telestrator, that would be perfect. But we're not going to get one of those, I don't think. I've tried and tried.
1st and 10 at the 39. Hillers pitch the ball back. Short gain by tackle by Gentile.
Solo tackle. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 for the Hillers.
4 minutes to go in the 3rd.
Lister under center. Pitches it to 25, sweeps the left side. Pacheco on the tackle. Really no gain on the play. We can smell the baby powder up here in the press box.
Yeah, it came from
from
down
the
in the
far
corner of the end zone. Clock still ticking away. 3:15 left to go in the 3rd.
3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 for the Hillers. Lister back to pass. Carrazza fumbles the ball. And number 11, Brady Sweeney, scooped that one up. He was ready to go yard with it again.
He was.
Take the ball to the end zone. That's the name of the game here. Number 11 knows how to play. Lowe said he thought he saw a late hit.
He might have.
Well, in any case, it's going to be going off, marked off against the Hillers, 15 yards. Bring the ball out to the Panther 43.
Holliston will start from the 43.
Well, they get good field position again.
And Holliston's going to go to war as Nick Larch comes in at quarterback. Harding on one wing. Alachi at fullback. Pitch to Harding. And Devin Harding's got 5 yards out near midfield.
Nice Holliston. You know, this offense, the kids like running it. So the lineman told us when at the beginning of the year, they like this offense. They like to get out there and block in this offense. Pacheco comes in, number 44.
So 2nd down and 4 for Holliston. Pitch to D'Angelo. Number 27's.
Nice job. He came pretty close to a first down.
I think he's got enough to move the chains. I can see from 100 yards away.
Close to a first down.
he gets hit. He got hit a little early and just kind of pushed his way along.
Wow. 6 inches short. Yeah, they're waving in the yep.
That's a first down.
So it was a first down.
First down, Holliston.
Clock running with 1:46 to go in the third quarter. Larch under center. Forward on the quarterback sneak.
Looks a little familiar from last week.
Got a nice gain right there.
You know, we talked about Chris Del Ponte, and that was his position there. He was the quarterback on the war, along with being the middle linebacker.
1-4. Called second and 6.
Nick Lodge came in and has done an exceptional job running this offense.
Andrew Dennison, number 24, comes in at one of the wing-back spots. Pacheco's in at fullback. D'Angelo at the other wing-back. Handoff to Dennison, and he's got some speed around the corner.
Turns the corner for about 10.
Got another first down.
Andrew Dennison.
Andrew Dennison. Clock stop with 44 seconds to go.
And they haven't moved the sticks again. What's the story here?
I think there's a player down. And we'll take a quick break right now.
Not moved the sticks yet, but not sure why.
Okay, 44 seconds to go after Dennison got the first down for the Panthers, moving them down to the Hiller 32.
Right, it's on the 32-yard line now, first and 10.
Some new players out there. Holliston lines up for first down. Handoff. Oh, the loose ball.
There was a whistle. There was a whistle.
No, I did not see the handoff on that
No,
play, Jay.
that's-
Jay, you take it away.
Okay. That's the end of the third quarter.
And with the Panthers leading the Hillers 42-10. And we'll be back with fourth quarter action in just a moment. Okay, we're ready to start the fourth quarter. Teams switch ends.
With the 32, so it's first and 18 from the 40.
Larch still under center as Holliston's lined up for war with D'Angelo and Harding. Pierce Alachi says, give me the ball.
Yeah. That offensive line tonight, Tom, has done great. You know, Alachi along his crew out there with Grant Harper and Griffin, Ibbotson for a while, and then Valetsky came in, and of course Robert Payne and Owen McCarron, and they've just done a really, really, really good job tonight.
Also seeing number 30, Lucas Bedenkoff out there.
They're telling Coach Kiley now they're going to go
tight end.
They're going to go to running time for the rest of the game.
It's based on points at the half or points in the third quarter.
Third and fourth
or points
quarter.
Or also a lead of points
differential
in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, differential.
Right.
30 points in the fourth quarter will do it, and Holliston's up by 32.
Inside handoff to Alachi.
Oh.
So
Good
6
for him.
yards for number 54.
Yeah, you know what that is so far. That puts him in the lead for one of the top awards, the Matt Mealy Running Lineman Award.
Now the rest of the linemen are asking the coach to put him in.
They all want to go in.
Now third down, it's third down and 13.
So when you see those linemen, you know, and for Holliston, they want to get in there and get the ball. It's not because they want a touchdown. They want that
the
award.
trophy.
It's the most coveted trophy in the history of Holliston football.
Handoff to D'Angelo on the jet play, number 27. And he's got a nice pickup of 10 or so. That's going to leave a makeable fourth down. You know, the Matt Mealy Running Lineman Award was first won by Matt Mealy, of course.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
What team?
Hopkinton.
It was against Hopkinton.
It was against Hopkinton, yeah.
Right.
The kickoff, right?
That's right. It was like a squib
they
kick.
Kicked the ball to him or something.
Onside kick, and he fell on it. And then the second one, he fell on it. And the third one, he said, "I'm gonna run."
And he did. And he got an award named after him.
10 minutes to go.
Oh, actually, they didn't mark it as far with as much progress as I thought. 4th and 7.
Oh, that'll help a little bit.
That'll back them up 5.
Panthers, illegal motion. I'll start. Sets them back 5.
Fourth, and what's that, about 12?
So 4th and 12. Looks like the spot.
4th and 12 from the 34.
Right now they're waiting for the referee to give the 10 seconds to go signal. Larch is ready to snap. Inside handoff to Harding. Tries to make the right corner. Nice block by Robert Payne.
Oh, boy, and that looks like there's a penalty again. This could be coming back.
He got enough yardage for the first down. Did you see the penalty? Holding. We got a holding call by the referee in the booth. It was that obvious, Jay.
He's been right all night long, Bill. You've been right all night long. Don't listen to him. His name is Tom Emmett. Clock still running, obviously, at 8:15, 8:14.
So the 10-yard penalty. Actually, it's marked 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which will bring up fourth and a forever right here.
Yeah, if you got a 26-yard play, this is when you want to run it right here.
Well, I'd say you punt right here. Oh. So Cotting's out on the field. A couple of Hillers back to receive the kick. Cotting's kick
nice
is
punt.
a nice one.
Beauty. Fumble.
And fumbled. Loose ball down inside the 20.
Holliston
And
got
Holliston ball.
Wow.
Number 40, Robert Collier. He's the long snapper.
Oh boy. That's all I can say for Hopkinton. It never rains, it pours.
So Collier recovers the punt, the muff punt, and with 6 minutes and 48 seconds, the Panthers have new life. But it's just all going Holliston's way.
Well, it is, and a lot of the times you make your own, make your own good news.
We got a timeout on the field, and so we'll take a quick break as well. Yep. Okay, there's a short timeout. Panthers are on the field. New quarterback for the Panthers. Handoff to Kevin Sahajian, number 15.
Sahajian on the carry.
A new quarterback for the Panthers that's not on your program. I'm going to guess it's Landon Beecher.
That's
number
kinda what I would
21.
think. He's normally 16, but
it
looks
like
about his size.
You're right, his stature. So gain of 2, second down and 8.
Gain of 2, second and 8.
Hand up to Sahajian. Dragging a couple of Hillers down the field.
Nice run and nice cutback by Kevin. Well, we got a quick second here. I want to read off the seniors again because it is senior night. For the cheerleaders, Captain Maddie Kinder, Captain Jessica Smith, and Amberly Holden. For the football team, Captain Robert Payne, Captain Patrick Griffin, Captain Brendan Ibbotson, Captain Christopher Del Ponte, Jack Littlejohn, Derek D'Angelo, Danny Nash, Dominic Moreno, Rohit Ramathan, and Nick Cotting. Wow. Congratulations to all you boys and girls, and nicely done.
Sahajian again. Forward for a couple of yards, close to a Panther first down.
It'll be 4th down. At about 1.
And if the Panthers get it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Or 4th down and 1.
Yep.
Excuse me.
To go.
Hand off to Sahajian.
Oh, he broke through for the first down.
And that'll do it as the Panthers get a 1st down.
A couple of Sahajian fans over here. And Kevin's done a nice job. You know, we saw Kevin last year playing running back, and I believe he was a linebacker too, wasn't he?
Oh,
Kevin?
yeah. Real nose for the ball. He's only a sophomore.
You're only a sophomore.
Well, 2 touchdowns for Brady Sweeney, a touchdown for Devin Harding, a touchdown for Joey Gentile, a touchdown for T.J. Kiley, and then Nick Cotting with a touchdown and 6 extra points.
Holliston
And we
gets
got a
timeout.
timeout on the
Well,
field, so we'll take a quick break.
Okay.
First and goal from the 5.
Okay, clock running with 2 minutes to go. First and 5 for the Panthers. And they line up in the victory formation. Should just be a couple of snaps here. So they take a snap and and Beecher takes a knee.
Panthers will take a knee. Begin the process of
Nick Glarch takes a knee.
Well, nice job tonight by the Panthers, Tom. 42-10. They were able to go back to back now. 2 big wins in the Tri-Valley Lodge.
Right, they improved their record to 3-5 on the year. Now the seedings are going to come out. Not sure the Panthers are going to be selected for the playoffs. Very competitive division.
Well, you know,
Division 4.
Yeah, they were 23rd, and you really have to. You know, this game isn't going to help their strength of schedule at all. Obviously,
but crazier things.
But
have
you never
happened.
know.
You never know.
They got to move up 7 spots. One of the things I saw that I was really surprised with, Marlboro is in Division 4.
Yeah,
you know they're a pretty big school.
Game is over.
And the Panthers with a big victory here at Kamitian Field on senior night. The senior stars shine. That's for sure. And now we've got Los with the final lowdown.
Thanks, Tom. The final score here from Kamitian Field. Panthers come away with a big TVL victory by a score of 42-10 over their rival Hopkinton Hillers. Very impressive game from the Panthers, particularly on defense, because there's a bunch of yards in the first half, but they really kind of shut it down in the second half. 217 total yards for the Panthers, only 181 total yards for Hopkinton tonight. That's 61 passing yards for the Panthers, 156 yards on the ground, 160 passing yards for the Hillers. They were only able to get 21 yards on the ground. And they also lost a couple of key fumbles in this game. That really was the difference overall. Third down conversions, Holliston was 5 of 8 on third down, very efficient. Hopkinton only 2 of 9, another very telling stat there. Individually for the Panthers, quarterback T.J. Kiley, 8 of 10 for 61 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Very efficient game from the quarterback. Evan Harding was the leading rusher for the Panthers. He had 82 yards and a touchdown. T.J. Kiley checking in with 44 yards on the ground as well. Andrew Dennison also with 17 yards. Leading receivers for the Panthers were Kua Lima, Joey Gentile, and Brady Sweeney. Gentile and Sweeney with touchdown receptions in this game. And then defensively for the Panthers, leading the way was C.J. Pacheco. He had 4 tackles, 3 of those unassisted, one big sack in this game as well. The other player with a sack in this game was Pierce Alachi. That went along with 3 other tackles. And then some key fumble recoveries in this game. 4 overall fumble recoveries for the Panthers really did change the tide of this game. Brady Sweeney had 2 of them. One of them one of them was a fumble recovery for a touchdown. The other fumble recovery for a touchdown was Nick Cotting. He recovered one after a strip sack in the end zone. And then also Derek D'Angelo with 2 key pass breakups in this game as well. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on Twitter at HCAPFootball, and that's the lowdown.
All right, Los, thank you very much. We want to thank our crew up here, the lovely Lisa on the big camera. We have Mark Dennison down there on the field cammer. Also want to thank Steve Hedrick, who was kind of the coordinator tonight. He did this and that and everything else.
That interview with Bob Bradford.
We want to thank Bob Bradford.
Coach.
And, of course, Bruce Guilfoyle, who does such a magical job on his computer.
Keep it alive.
Tom, by the way, thank you, Tom. Good job. You brought us home again. Final score from Holliston tonight. Holliston 42, Hopkinton 10. We're not sure where we're going to be next week or who we're playing, but we'll find out. Check your local listings, and we'll see you then. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Hey, I just left it there because it's Holliston. It was by the fence, so,
I only took the cash out.